One of the reasons we watch the NBA is to see who the latest face of the league is for that season. While the league often lives up to its reputation of bringing new talents to fans, things have gone to a whole new level this time. Today, we're going to talk about a player who might be the greatest player to ever appear on the basketball court. Enter the Dunk King from San Antonio Spurs, Stephon Castle. Ensure you watch this video till the end. The rookie is already the frontrunner to win Rookie of the Year. His winning would be a major accomplishment, but his play since the beginning of January has steadily hinted that he's only getting started. Do you think Castle can win the Rookie of the Year award? Let's hear your thoughts in the comments section. Castle is relentless in attacking the basket, and that is a valuable, reliable skill given that it is harder to stop. His ability to get into the lane and creativity as a finisher, incorporating hesitation dribbles and Euro steps, have given San Antonio a new dynamic that we haven't seen in a rookie for nearly a decade. But how good is this rookie sensation? Let's find out together. Castle hasn't played much professional basketball, but he has standout performances that are nearly impossible to forget. We are talking about his extraordinary displays during the Rising Stars competition, which kicked off the All-Star weekend at Chase Center in San Francisco, home of the Golden State Warriors. In a rapid-fire final in which the first team to score 25 points won, Team C, coached by Hall of Famer Chris Mullin, fell behind 12-8 but roared home for the victory. However, the comeback was only possible because of Castle. He scored 12 points to lead Team C to a 25-14 come-from-behind victory over Team G League in the Rising Stars final on Friday and into the All-Star game proper. His performances earned him the Rising Stars Most Valuable Player. He told reporters that he is looking forward to the challenge. "We all wanted to play on Sunday," said Castle, who also fed Utah Jazz second-year guard Keontae George for the game-winning three-pointer. "We all wanted to win. We were down early, but we came and fought back and won." And he had a message for the league's marquee names selected as All-Stars. "Just be ready for us," Castle said. "Don't count us out. We're here to win it." There is a lot to like about Stephon Castle as an NBA prospect. For starters, he has an NBA-ready frame. He used his size and athleticism to be impactful on both sides of the ball. However, Castle's weakness is his three-point shooting. While at UConn, he shot 26.7% from beyond the arc on just 2 attempts per game. More concerning than the low percentage is the low volume. Castle often hesitated on open threes and dribbled out of easy spot-up opportunities. NBA defenses often force players to shoot until it's no longer a viable strategy. So, Castle will have to find a way to cope. Otherwise, that could limit his utility, even with how many boxes he checks otherwise. Also, Castle isn't a particularly great athlete by NBA standards either. While the size and strength help offset those concerns, Castle doesn't have the first step to consistently generate advantages on the perimeter. He relies on craft, tempo, and muscle to get to his spots and create lanes to the rim. Couple that with shooting limitations, and Castle could have a difficult time locating the same driving lanes and scoring opportunities at the next level, no matter how much better the spacing is compared to the college game. It will also impact Castle's playmaking if defenders can play the passing lanes or suffocate him at the point of attack. Ultimately, he'll have to work on this to maximize his impact on offense. If you were enjoying this video, remember to like it. Now, let's get back to Castle. Stephon Javonte Castle was born on November 1st, 2004. Standing at 6 feet 6 inches tall and weighing 215 pounds, Castle possesses coveted positional size and versatility, enabling him to excel as a jumbo guard or wing. He's the son of Quanette and Stacey Castle. He has a younger sister, Stacey, and an older brother, Quentin. Castle's father, Stacey, was a teammate with Tim Duncan at Wake Forest during the 1993-94 season. Stacey's background as a former player at the college level sure adds to the family's basketball legacy. He averaged 11.4 points and 5 assists at UCF, with a career that spanned the mid-90s. There's no denying that Stephon's skills come from a family steeped in basketball history. Castle grew up in Covington, Georgia, and attended Newton High School. He averaged 16.6 points, 6.5 rebounds, and 3.2 assists per game as a junior. He finished his senior year averaging 20.1 points, 9.5 rebounds, 4.8 assists, 3 steals, and 2 blocks per game to carry the Rams to the Class 7A state quarterfinals. Castle was selected to play in the 2023 McDonald's All-American Boys Game during his senior year. His exceptional displays in high school attracted the attention of many top colleges, including Auburn, Arkansas, Georgia, Georgia Tech, and Ohio State. But he chose UConn, which was a major decision. He had always dreamed of playing there, and he chose the Huskies over other top schools in 2021. And it was one of his best decisions. Castle's impact at UConn was immediate. In June 2023, he joined UConn, and he was quick to make his mark. As a freshman, he was a powerful force on the court, as he always put up great numbers. He averaged 11.1 points, 4.7 rebounds, and 2.9 assists per game. His all-around game quickly caught the attention of fans and scouts alike. He was also known for his defense, especially on the perimeter. His lockdown defense became a signature part of his game. With 27 steals and 18 blocks, he proved he was more than just an offensive threat. He could shut down opponents, disrupt plays, and guard the toughest players on the floor. Castle notched his first career double-double in the Sweet 16. He finished with 16 points and 11 rebounds against San Diego State. Then, in the Final Four, he led UConn with 21 points in a crucial win over Alabama. In his first year, he earned accolades that cemented his status as one of the best freshmen in the country. He was named the 2024 Big East Freshman of the Year, all thanks to his record-breaking 11-time Big East Freshman of the Week honors. With consistent top-notch performances, it wasn't a surprise that he was drafted into the NBA. On June 26, 2024, Castle was selected with the 4th overall pick by the San Antonio Spurs in the 2024 NBA Draft, and on July 2nd, he signed with the Spurs. He made his NBA Summer League debut on July 6th, putting up 12 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists in a 97-65 loss to the Charlotte Hornets. Castle was named Western Conference Rookie of the Month for January 2025. On February 7th, Castle put up a career-high 33 points in a 117-116 loss to the Charlotte Hornets. Castle's rising prominence in the NBA was marked by his selection to participate in the NBA Slam Dunk Contest on February 15, 2025. This event, part of the All-Star Saturday Night festivities, showcases the league's most athletic players. Castle's inclusion underscored his growing influence and the high expectations placed upon him. But why is a rookie having such a phenomenal season? The answer lies in 2 factors. First, Castle is a versatile player. While his primary position is point guard, Castle has shown remarkable adaptability. Standing at 6'6", his size allows him to play multiple positions, from shooting guard to small forward, depending on the team's needs. This adaptability makes him a valuable asset in both offensive and defensive scenarios. Second, he has an outstanding basketball IQ. Castle's high basketball IQ is frequently praised by coaches and analysts. He is known for making smart decisions on the court, whether it's in his shooting selections, passes, or defensive strategies. What do you think of Stephon Castle's performance in the NBA this season? Let us know in the comments. One of the reasons Castle chose to play for the Spurs was because of Victor Wembanyama. The obvious allure was, well, obvious. A 7'3" big man who plays like a guard is one of a kind in the NBA, and on top of it, he was only 1 year older than Castle with an incredibly bright future in front of him. But Castle thought beyond the obvious. Playing next to him was especially favorable. Why? Castle was a defensive-minded presence, and having a rim protector as strong as Wembanyama behind him made things easy. Castle himself highlighted these advantages. It makes me more aggressive defensively, knowing I can pressure up a little more. It opens up the court for everybody else. He's super versatile. He's an unbelievable passer. That is one of the most underrated parts of his game. However, it was during the All-Star weekend that we saw just how good this rapidly improving partnership is this season. Castle put on a show as the Rookie of the Year frontrunner. Most of the success came from his own prowess on both ends of the floor, but it certainly helped having Wembanyama around. One of the big issues the Spurs had with young ball handlers was that they couldn't shoot, which allowed opponents to play off them to help or even hide their center on them and guard Wembanyama with a smaller, more agile player. They can't do that with Castle because he'll pull the trigger, both off the dribble and spotting up. It doesn't really matter, at least for now, that Castle is not a consistent shooter. The willingness to let it fly makes the defense act differently. Castle also has the confidence to create his own shot, mostly on drives. Such is the growing chemistry between both players that analysts believe Wembanyama and Castle will be paired up for the next decade, and their recent exploits back up this claim. Also, the consensus is San Antonio could look much more dangerous next season, and part of that may be because Wembanyama and Castle will have a better season since injury has cut Wembanyama short. Great talents always draw comparisons to legends. In the case of Stephon Castle, he is being compared to the pair of Toronto Raptors players R.J. Barrett and Bruce Brown. Defensively, Castle shows the ability to guard every position on the perimeter. He ranked 10th in the Big East for his defensive rating and has drawn comparisons to above-average defenders since his high school days. His high motor allows him to close out on defenders with ease and recover when his assignment blows past him. And it is this trait that has drawn comparisons to players such as R.J. Barrett and Bruce Brown, both wing players for the Toronto Raptors. Both players with offensive upside and excel defensively. While Brown stands 2 inches shorter at 6'6", his skill set is similar to Castle's. The biggest difference between Brown and Castle is Brown's NBA three-point percentage fluctuates between poor and above average. But it is a peak that Castle can reasonably reach. But Castle is more natural as a playmaker than Brown. Because of this, Castle favors Barrett more than Brown. Castle has shown he is more assertive with the ball in his hands in only 1 year of being a third or fourth option. But that is not all. Castle has been compared to Jimmy Butler of the Miami Heat too, and it is not hard to see why. Castle, like Butler, is not the best shooter out there, although Butler has improved in recent seasons. Butler is a 5-time member of the All-Defensive Team and received Defensive Player of the Year votes in 6 different seasons. However, Castle wants to play a facilitating role on offense, unlike Butler. While Butler is best with the ball in his hands, his career average of 4.3 assists per game further proves that he is a score-first player. Although he is only a rookie, Castle has become one of the most important players for the Spurs this season. He has averaged 19 points, 2.8 rebounds, 2.4 assists, and 1.4 steals in 24.8 minutes per contest over his last 5 appearances. This is a remarkable achievement for a player that has been slotted to a bench role after the acquisition of De'Aaron Fox by the Spurs. Do you think Stephon Castle can be better than all these legends he is compared to at the moment? So, what do you think of Stephon Castle? Future NBA megastar or not? Tell us in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel to learn more about future NBA stars.